You're watching the Valley's news leader with Paul Johnson, Christiane Klein, and Ted Florendo. This is 8 News Now at 4.
Well, from logo T-shirts to what looks like simple toys, how would you know if your child was involved in the drug culture?
Well, today, Jermaine Galloway, otherwise known as the Tall Cop, met with law enforcement to walk them through some of the latest tricks and tools in the drug trade. I had a chance to talk with him earlier about what you should keep an eye out for to protect your kids. I look at these tables, and it looks like a highlighter, lipstick, tampons, and toys. When you see this, what do you see?
When I see it, I see places that drugs can be hidden. That's what I see. It looks totally different. When you talk about kind of the culture that I deal with and that I train on, after a while you start to see things differently, but they also become much more transparent.
Overwhelming. This one really surprised me. What is this?
So this looks to be just basically like some type of highlighter, but it's actually a pipe. And this is something that I found at a smoke shop. I come across products like this actually quite a bit. I do what we call community scans, where I go through stores all over the United States and just see what they're selling. I just want to see what's open to your kids and to the public. And a lot of times I come across these products and they're sitting right at the counter or right next to candy bars, right next to bubble gum, places that you wouldn't think it's something that could actually be used for drugs.
We have a lot of parents at home, a lot of teachers at home that are going to be watching this and thinking, I cannot believe that is what you just said that was. Right. And looking over here, these all look like toys.
Yeah, all these look like toys, but I mean, some of these items are pretty simple looking. Like this one just looks like a bracelet. It's actually a pipe, so you can see your bowl right there, and there's piping through, and that's where they smoke from. And I mean, honestly, for some parents, I know you said some will actually be shocked by this. For me, I see it so much, it's actually a pretty common product that I come across, and it's really not hard to find, and it's not just in Las Vegas, it's everywhere in the U.S.
So what do you tell parents at home?
Stay active, look for things that are out of place. One big thing, I actually had a parent who found drugs stuffed in what she thought to be some type of highlighter, and so I asked the parent, I said, how did you find it? She said, well, it was weird because it kept sticking out. I just always saw it laying around. It never really went away, and finally one day I just picked it up, and she said, I found drugs.
So trusting your gut, trusting your intuition.
Yeah, and you have to trust your instincts, because there are no absolutes. There's no possible way you're going to know everything all the time. It's just not going to happen. And your kids are always going to be ahead of you. So you have to just kind of come to that understanding. They're always going to know more than you, no matter. I could train you all day, all night. Your kids are going to know more than you. But if you stay active, you'll find out a lot more than you think you will. This shirt right here, which looks pretty plain and boring, which is sold in your state, sold across Nevada and really all of our states, this is a cough medicine reference. That's referencing promethazine with codeine cough syrup. So you see stuff, this is known as purple drink. That's why it's purple in color, and that's why you see 2 styrofoam cups. You see stuff that looks random. It really isn't. Generally, something's tied in, not always to drugs, but something's tied in some way. You just have to research it. And if you research it, all this is on the internet too. You just have to look.
And that was the big takeaway. If your child has something, you think it might be part of the drug culture, look it up. All of this information is readily available online. And just because your child may have it, it doesn't mean they're abusing drugs. They might not even know what it means, but it does make your child a target for those who do know. And I was really surprised, too. He said a lot of people don't know the 420 reference, which is commonly associated with marijuana. There's another one that's out there now, too. 710, which if you flip it upside down, it's oil. It's referencing the oil form of marijuana. That's relatively new out there.
Right. Yeah. That's important to have an education about that stuff. And also, trust your nose, too. If you smell it smells like weed, anywhere around your kid. Sure. Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire sometimes. Well, parts of California are rejoicing as they